Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be going over a tutorial and instructional video on how to use the adjustable pinch perfect. So general operations with this tool: opening this area to place larger tumblers or certain size tumblers, and also taking the tumbler out when you're done. Especially for larger tumblers like the 40-ounce Stanley, you're not going to be able to just push down and push the tumbler in, so you have to open the tool up a little while you're using it. So in order to open up this area to place your larger tumblers in, there's this handle right here, and all you have to do is just slowly pull this back and give it enough room to place the tumbler in. So with our 40-ounce Stanley here, like I said, there's not enough room to push down, so what we're going to do is lay it on top, and then we're going to slowly pull on this handle, push down at the same time. Eventually it gets enough room for you to push down, and then you can lock it in place. And what we're going to talk about next is pulling this lever to push the tumbler out. Now let's say you have your tumbler wrapped and you're ready to take it out. There's this lever right here. This is the release lever, and we don't want to pull at the top of it. We want to make sure that our finger is all the way down at the bottom. And for larger tumblers like the 40-ounce one, we're also going to pull on the handle a little bit to open it up while we release it. So let's do that. Finger all the way down at the bottom of the lever. We're going to put the other two fingers on the side of the handle and then pull at the same time. Pops up and out, and then you'll have your wrap tumbler. So I'm going to be using a 20-ounce skinny tumbler for the majority of this video because I know it's the most popular size. So the pre-wrap steps before using the tool, you want to make sure that pre-wrap on a flat table like this. Make sure the paper is flat on the table all the way around. Once you have that, keep it like that, and then we can use the tool. Okay, so there's a few ways that we suggest inserting the tumbler. One of those ways, after pre-wrapping your tumbler, keeping it tight and then just pushing down with both of your hands like this so we can let it in, and then once you get the right height, you're good to go. The other way is doing a similar thing. You're going to start up top. Once you kind of get it in place, you're going to hold on to the bottom of both sides and the top of the tumbler like this, and then push down. So when you just get this tool and you start to learn how to use it, there's a chance that you get these. These are air pockets around both sides of them, and obviously we don't want that to happen. Over time, you should be able to get your rhythm down and this won't happen, but in the beginning, there's an easy solution to this. We just call it the paper tug. So what you want to do is make sure that your tumbler is held down and then pull on both sides of the paper until it is flush around the bottom. This won't hurt the paper. It'll keep the tumbler tight. And then as you can see, both sides are flush, and then we can start to tape. Now when it comes to taping, the type of tape you're using does matter. We always suggest using, this is just Scotch brand blue. I don't know if this is painter's tape, masking tape. We've used the masking tape in the past and it works extremely well too, the like beige color tape. You can use higher end heat transfer tape. The one thing we've noticed over time is that using super cheap like Amazon heat transfer tape, no matter how good of a job you do wrapping the tumbler, if the tape doesn't stick well enough, it will pop up when you're actually sublimating the tumbler in the press, which will leave you with bad lines no matter what happens, just because the tape's not good enough. And that's why we suggest using this, just because it's super tacky, it sticks extremely well, and you can sublimate with it. For taping your tumbler, once you have your tape selected, I like to just tear off pieces if you're doing the masking tape, and just set them to the side. Then we're going to do tape tabs. So what we're going to do is place the tape on the back. I like to start in the middle, and we're just going to firmly place the tape on the back one by one. Just making sure we press down on the tape and it's fully applied on the back so we can easily pull over and down without pressing too hard. Now this is 6 pieces of tape, which usually does the job pretty well. Now once we have our tape tabs set like this, we're going to pull the underlap down, make sure it's on the tumbler, and then push this over, keeping the underlap tucked. And then one by one, we're just going to take the piece of tape and lightly push down just like this. You don't have to actually push down. That's the nice thing about the tape tabs is you just, and then slide your finger across just like this. And then once all the pieces are done, give the seam line a little pressure. Now it's your choice if you want to tape the entire thing in the tool. You can always do that as well, or you can do your 5-6 pieces of tape. pop it out, and then finish taping the rest by hand. That is completely up to you. So just like we talked about in the beginning, to pop the tumbler out, finger all the way down at the bottom of the lever, pulling the handle at the same time, and it pops out super easy. So I know a lot of people out there, myself included, when we tape, we like to tape over and then push down. Well, the one thing about this tool is that there's nothing at the bottom from stopping this tool to go down even further, which will loosen up the wrap. And of course, we don't want that. What we like to mention is if people have a book or anything around the house that you can place under the tool and then stop it from going down further when you're taping. This isn't mandatory. This is completely optional if you find yourself pushing down too hard when you're taping. So now that the book is under it, no matter how hard I tape, the tool and the tumbler, they're not going anywhere, and the wrap will stay together and tight. Another thing I like to use with this tool is this center box. The center box is removable. So this center box right here, you can take it out, and when I'm done sublimating the tumbler and it's super hot and I want to lay it somewhere and I don't want to just lay it on the table, hot tumbler on the center box. None of these parts will melt with the temperature. It's just a great place to set your tumbler when it's fresh out of the heat press. One final thing with this tool is storage. If you don't plan on using this tool over a long period of time or in the near future, we always suggest disassembling it somewhat, just so these bands at the bottom don't loosen up and they always have the same pressure over time. Now what we're gonna do for that is just take the center box out, and then we're also gonna take the center brace out. Right in between the bar and the colored bar right here, we can push our fingers in and then pop this center brace out. We should just be able to do this, take it out, and then now there's no pressure on the bands and they will last a little bit longer. Just store your thing like this, and then you're good to go. Hopefully this video helped. I know it was long and we went over a lot of things, but I just wanted to cover a ton of topics and questions and that we've gotten over the last 5 or so months after releasing this product. So hopefully that answered and gave you some extra tips and tricks with using the tool. As always, if you have any other questions, please feel free to email us on our website. We have a chat box as well as a contact page. Shoot us an email and we'll be happy to help you out.